In this video, we are going to discuss writing and solving multiplication and division equations. So previously we talked about addition and subtraction equations, and now we're going to look at multiplying and dividing equations. So let's get started. So let's look at this situation here. Each t-shirt costs $15 and Alice had $150. Write and solve an equation to find X, how many t-shirts you buy with the money that you have. So when I'm looking here, I see this word each, which is going to mean that I'm multiplying two things together, as we remember from our writing expressions unit. So I know that $15 times the number of shirts would equal $150 because that is the total that she can spend. So I'm going to keep my 15. It says to use X for the number of shirts. So 15 times X is going to equal 150. So that's our equation. 15 times the number of shirts is 150. Now we need to solve it. As we talked about yesterday, how we undo addition with subtraction and we undo subtraction with addition, multiplication and division work the same way. We are going to undo this multiplication by dividing. So 150 divided by 15 would give you 10. So X would equal 10. If I wanted to answer this with a question, she could buy 10 shirts because $15 times 10 shirts would give you $150. All right, let's keep going. A grandmother has X dollars to split, that's an important word, among her 12 grandchildren. Each grandchildren received $132. Write and solve an equation to find X, the amount of money her grandmother had to start. So we know that she has X dollars, and she's dividing it among her 12 grandkids, and then that's going to result in each kid getting $132. So this is going to be X divided by 12 equals 132. She has X money, she's dividing it among 12, and then each of them get $132. So now I need to solve this. To undo division, we are going to use multiplication. So we are going to multiply the $132 times 12 grandkids. 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 1 is 2, 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 3 is 3, and 1 times 1 is 1. Add them up. And so the grandmother had $1,584 to start. And then she divided that among her 12 grandkids, and each got 132. All right, let's keep going. You baked 15 brownies for each, that's an important word, of your ex friends. You baked a total of 180 brownies. Write and solve an equation to find X, the number of friends you baked for. So we know, and that word total is going to be important too, total of 180. So we know that the total number of brownies is 180. So we are going to do 15 brownies times the number of friends, right? Because if we had 2 friends, we would do 15 times 2, 3 friends, 15 times 3 friends, and so on. So this is going to be 15 times X, or 15X, equals 180. Now we're going to solve. What undoes multiplication? That's going to be division. So I'm going to divide by 15. 180 divided by 15. 15 does not fit into 1, but it goes into 18 once. Get 30, bring down your 0. 15 goes into 30 twice. So our X value is 12. So, and that represents the number of friends. So you have 12 friends. All right, let's keep going. All right, 2 more examples. You split up, those are important words, split up reading a book by reading the same number of pages each day. The book is X pages. You read 30 pages a day. You finish the book in 6 days. Write and solve an equation to find the number of pages in the book. So we know that we are splitting the total pages, and we finished the book in 6 days, it said. So there's actually 2 ways we can think about this. We can either divide by 30 to get to 6, or we can divide by 6 to get to 30. I'm going to do the total pages divided by 6 days equals 30 pages a day. That is how I'm thinking about this. We're splitting up the total pages over 6 days, and that's going to equal 30 pages a day. So now we have our division sentence. And we knew we were dividing something because those words split up were there. I'm going to undo the division with multiplication. 30 times 6 would be 180. So the total book was 180 pages. You read 30 pages for 6 days each, and that's 180 pages. All right, let's do our last example. You walk 4 miles a day for X days. Write and solve an equation to find X, how many days it would take to walk 104 miles. So we know our end game here is 104. And we know we're walking 4 miles each day. So that word each is going to tell us something because we're walking 4 miles each day. So 4 miles times the number of days is going to equal 104. Because if we walked 2 days, it would be 8 miles. 3 days, it would be 12 miles, and so on, and so on, and so on. We're not going to keep adding 4, though, until we get to 104. Ain't nobody got time for that. So we're going to multiply instead. I'm going to undo that multiplication with division. 104 divided by 4. 4 goes into 20. So 4 does not fit into 1, but it fits into 10 twice. You get 8. You get subtract, you get 2. Bring down your 4. 4 fits into 24 6 times. So it would be 26 days. In 26 days, she would have walked 104 miles. All right, so we are going to stop here and we will talk about this shortly, but for now, we are done. All right, bye guys.